I know pool fence, negligence isn't a moment, it's a pattern. This is one of them. And this is the thing. Let's talk about the influencer versus reality. So this case just really brings up something bigger. The difference between the image of influencers, of what they show online, and the reality behind the scenes when your livelihood depends on aesthetics, safety just sometimes takes a back seat. And what is the responsibility as a influencer and as a parent? So as a public figure and as a mother, Emilie really has a massive platform, over 4 million people on TikTok. She could have used it to advocate for child safety, or at the very least, she could have practiced it at home. This case serves as really as a tragic reminder. She decided to fence in her furniture and not her pool to prevent the drowning. Talking about Emilie Kiser, I understand this is a very difficult subject for people to talk about, but I am going to share with everybody the detail that could really change how we look at the drowning of Trigg Kiser. Was this a tragic oversight? Or really, is this something more? I want to know what you think. Let's go ahead. Let's take a closer look. I am going to show a video of an overview of their house, an aerial view. You can see how large their yard really is. We're going to look at Arizona law and what it speaks specifically to with regards to a pool fence. And then also, what does Emilie herself say prior to this with regards to fencing in her pool? And then finally, there's evidence of her fencing in her furniture outside of her house, but not fencing her pool. So fencing your furniture and not fencing your pool. We have a lot to unpack. Definitely stay tuned. Go ahead and like this video if you want more content like this to be made, and subscribe as well for continued updates as I follow true crime, true stories, and stories that really hit home for my viewers. Let's dive into this. Welcome back to my channel. I am Shannon from Only Shannon Knows. We're diving deep into this heartbreaking story, really about the tragedy of Trigg Kiser, the son of influencer Emilie Kiser. So she is a mom influencer. What I do want to talk about is that you put your life on social media, you put this platform, you put your family on this platform, and then this tragedy happens. And there is more to the story than a tragedy. Could this have been prevented? What happened when her viewers called out and asked her to put a fence up? When she discussed and asked her viewers about putting a fence up? Let's just dive deep into this. It's a hot topic. There's a lot of conversation regarding it. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. So this is an article from US Weekly. And this is Emilie Kiser, her husband Brady, and then that is their son Trig. They now have a 2-month-old child as well. So everybody is wondering, was there a fence around the pool? And honestly, there are a lot of photos that are out there. There was not a fence around the pool. They did have a pool cover, but in most of her videos, the pool cover was not on, which leads people to wonder, was she doing it for aesthetics? Meaning, was she doing it for views and how her pool and how her backyard looked for viewers? Again, let's just get into this. So Chandler police confirmed in May that Trigg did pass away. He did drown in the family pool. Emilie has yet to publicly address her son's death, but she did file a lawsuit actually concealing the records to block the records. In June, Brady, her husband, told authorities that he was at home alone watching both Trigg and the couple's 3-month-old son, Teddy, while Emilie was with friends. 1 month later, the Chandler Police Department is now sharing a criminal charge recommendation for Brady. The Chandler Police Department has completed its investigation into the tragic drowning of 3-year-old Trigg Kiser. Following a thorough review of the evidence, investigators have recommended a Class 4 felony charge of child abuse against Brady Kiser, the statement read. The case has now been submitted to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office for review. Brady has not commented at this time. Let's get into what Emilie talks about. Emilie previously told followers about her and Brady's pool safety ideas ahead of son Trigg's death after being pulled unconscious from their backyard pool. Let's hear from Emilie herself. Let's see.
I don't know if this is a controversial topic. I don't think it is, but I want to get your guys' opinions on what your favorite pool safety things are. No matter what, we are doing a pool fence because our backyard.
Okay, remember that. No matter what, they're doing a pool fence. Let's go on. We'll evaluate their pool.
Is pretty big, so I feel like it is just smartest to have a fence right when you enter out the back doors.
It's not only smartest, it is according to law, which we'll review.
Can't even get into the whole backyard. I still want to have something around the pool. So thinking is a pool net. We found a company that has had literally 0 fatalities. I think all the
0 fatalities if you use the pool net. In most of her videos, the net, the cover was not utilized. So
50 years that they've been in business, I have watched so many TikToks about this company, thinking that's what we're going to do for on our pool and on our hot tub.
Let's see what these comments say. So somebody mentioned on here, she had a whole year and money, but built nothing. She spotted out this whole spiel a year ago. They had the money, they had no time, which yes, she has I think she has 4 million followers on TikTok. So they definitely had the money to do this. How did this happen? With cameras, fences, alarms, unlimited money. In life, there are priorities. This was number 1. You took a long time. What's worse, I would have never built the pool without a fence. Pool nets are not easy to put back on and off. They require usually 2 people. Leave this family alone and let them grieve, which Megan makes a very good point right here. Yes, leave the family alone, let them grieve. But they also put I have other videos about this as well. So family influencers who utilize their children and aesthetics and how things look on the outside in order to showcase this life in order to get views. That is what I'm diving into right now. Yes, this is a tragedy. However, what are you doing to protect your children and to protect them from this specific tragedy? Or are you just trying to have things look good for views? This is courtesy of Fox 10 News. Okay, so here is an aerial view of their house. You see the pool over here. This is a very large pool. You have the play set as well that is right over here. And then obviously that is the backside of the house. So with this specific large area, and again, you have the pool set right there, you have the play set right here. It would be so hard, even if you're sitting outside and you are just chatting, whatever you are doing, and your children are playing on this play set. This is a large pool. They can easily slip in, you wouldn't know it. And this backyard is so large as well. So I have 2 children myself. They love to play hide and seek. So if they're sitting here playing hide and seek, you're not paying attention for a moment, and then all of a sudden you look over, you can't find them. They could have easily slipped into the pool. This is extremely dangerous. Unless you were physically sitting there and watching every single move that your child is doing, this is not okay. And it's not okay according to the law. We'll get into that. But let's look into the aerial view.
Sky Fox with the view from the backyard and the pool. The father told police he was distracted.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me look. So here is the back area where you can actually come out of the house, right? This is their pool furniture. They have fencing around the pool furniture. They don't have any fencing around the pool. And now, again, this is an aerial view right now. You'll see in her videos, most of her videos, she doesn't have the pool net up.
While the toddler was left unattended outside. When he looked, father told police he was distracted for about 3 to 5 minutes with the baby while the toddler was left unattended outside.
So that's interesting. So I've been curious, was Brady outside with the dad and the other and his brother? What's the situation? So this just confirms that Trigg was left outside. And this is, and honestly, if your child can swim, this is the other thing. If your child can swim, they could easily slip into the pool and hit their head on the side of the pool.
When he looked back, he saw the 3-year-old floating in the water.
Okay, so they do have the pool. Actually, they do have the pool cover on right now. I can tell that it's on. That is a large pool to have to sit and put a pool cover on and off and on and off. This is azledge.gov. So law 31 or 36-1681 pool enclosure requirements. So a swimming pool or other contained body of water that contains water 18 inches or more in depth at any point that is wider than 8 feet at any point and intended for swimming shall be protected by an enclosure surrounding the pool area as provided in this section. A swimming pool or other contained body of water required to be enclosed by Section A, whether a below ground or above ground pool shall meet the following requirements. Number 1, be entirely enclosed by at least a 5-foot wall, fence, or other barrier measured on the exterior side of the wall, fence, or barrier. Number 2, have no openings in the wall, fence, or barrier. The pool wall or fence barrier shall be at least 20 inches from the water's edge. 20 inches. Think about that. 20 inches. Let's look at the specific picture. Here is a picture right here. Okay, this is firsthand look. This is Emilie. She is letting her dog out. And this is a look as to, there is the pool furniture that is fenced in. And there is the pool. No cover, just the pool. A huge pool, by the way. Again, I'm from Arizona, so huge pool. No fence, no cover, no fence. Huge backyard. And then the play set is over on this side. It's so tragic. It is so tragic. And I do not mean to pick this family apart by any means. That is not my intention. It is just to bring awareness to people who are going to utilize social media to build their platform, utilize their children and utilize social media to build their platform and have this perfect picture house and perfect picture of family and everything. It is not worth it, people. It is not worth it to continue to do this for views. Please stop doing this. Laws are catching up now with these family influencers, but please stop doing this, okay? So one of the other items that Emilie also said was, so what I'm thinking is a pool net. We found a company that had 0 fatalities. So was there a fence around Emilie Kiser's pool before Trigg's death? In June, Brady shared that he noticed Trigg was playing near the pool in the backyard after he was finished eating. Some of the police records claimed that was not uncommon. Brady noted that the pool typically had a protective cover over it. I'd have to analyze all of her videos in all reality, but the majority of her videos that I have not seen a video actually that has the pool cover over it. And video surveillance from the 2 outdoor cameras in the backyard did corroborate the statement. The U.S. confirmed that Trigg died on May 18th. Brady has not commented at this time. Bottom line, we look at this pool, we look at this family, these influencers, and it's just, you're putting your life out there and what are you doing it for? Are you doing it for views? What are you specifically doing? And let me get back to this. Okay, test. So let's talk about the public reaction. So the comments have poured in from followers, from sympathetic viewers. Some are critical. Others wrote that she had the resources. Why no pool fence? Negligence isn't a moment, it's a pattern. This is one of them. And this is the thing. Let's talk about the influencer versus reality. So this case just really brings up something bigger. The difference between the image of influencers, of what they show online, and the reality behind the scenes when your livelihood depends on aesthetics. Safety just sometimes takes a back seat. And what is the responsibility as a influencer and as a parent? So as a public figure and as a mother, Emilie really has a massive platform, over 4 million people on TikTok. She could have used it to advocate for child safety, or at the very least, she could have practiced it at home. This case serves as really as a tragic reminder that influence comes with responsibility, especially when children are involved. Now, one item I will touch base on is that I've read in Reddit comments, etc., that people did comment about the fact that she needs to have a pool fence up. So in any of her videos, people commented that she needed to have a pool fence. They recommended that she have a pool fence. And I can't get to those comments because those comments were removed by Emilie herself. Some people even claimed that she blocked them from her specific channel. So there is that as well, is that if you're going to post these videos, yes, you are going to get commentary from people, but when it's with regards to safety, take the safety seriously. Just like the mom influencer that unplugged her newborn or her baby from the NICU monitor, so that she could have a turkey sandwich, and then she posted it on social media. You don't know what I'm talking about? I will link it at the end of the video, but come on, people. Like, if you're going to do that, just don't post it. But still, why would you do that? Okay, anyway. Little tangent. Okay, so I'm not here to accuse anyone, but I am here to just ask questions with regards to the matter. Why prioritize style over safety? And how can we prevent this from ever happening again? What do you think? Was this a tragic accident or was it preventable? Drop your comments and thoughts below. If you believe child safety should always come first, share this video, hit subscribe, and let's keep this conversation going. Let's protect other children from this happening. Let's protect children from mom influencers and dad influencers when these children don't have a voice to say, we don't want to be a part of the influencing situation. Let's bring awareness to that. Number one, laws are coming out to protect children, but let's bring awareness to that. Also, let's just talk about child safety. We can, as influencers, we can utilize social media platforms for many different aspects, right? If you're going to utilize it, for example, to have your family and have your lifestyle out there for the public, let's also highlight safety. Let's highlight what should be done to keep children safe. Do you not think, as a influencer, would that have decreased views? And in all reality, is it worth it? Comment below. Let's talk. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Let's talk about this. This is Shannon from Only Shannon Knows, talking real truth, talking true crime, talking about the things that matter. Closing it out for now.